YouTube, it's your boy Barcode. I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to teach you how to download Infinite Magicraid. I haven't found a way to work around an iOS because Apple is just a crazy company and they really limit what you can do. That's why I own 0 Apple products in my house. Anyway, I'm going to teach you how to do it on an emulator or on an Android phone. I'm also going to talk about a handful of rare and elite heroes that you can use in early game progression. If you like my videos and like my content, hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit that bell dingy dingy thing so you know when I post a video. Let's go, baby. I haven't made a fancy intro yet to this game. I will at some point. Anyway, this is how you download the 8-pack to an emulator or an Android phone. For emulator users first, I'm sure to work on Nox LD Player or BlueStacks. I had some issues with LD Player, so I switched back to Nox and it works perfectly. I haven't tried BlueStacks because I just don't use BlueStacks anymore. In my opinion, Nox and LD Player are probably the 2 best emulators out there. You can go back to my last video, or you can go to this one in the description below. There will be a link to download the 8-pack to your phone or emulator. Once you click on the link, it'll take you to apkcombo.com, and this is a known reliable source where you can download the 8-pack. Now don't get fooled here, don't click on any of these little ads that try to sneak into you. Right at the top, next to the game app profile picture, to the right it says download 8-pack. You want to click on that. Then it'll take you to the next screen and you want to click on the blue link next to the game profile picture right here. At the bottom left, it'll download. Once it has finished downloading, you want to go ahead and click on this downloaded file at the bottom left-hand corner. If for some reason it's not there, you can go into your file explorer, go into your downloads, and go ahead and click on that. Once you do, your emulator will automatically pop and open up. It'll automatically install if for some reason it does not. On each emulator on the right hand side, there is a button where it says install 8-pack. This is what it looks like on LD Player on the right hand side. For Nox, it's the same thing. It's on the right hand side, 8-pack. Since it automatically installed an LD Player, I'm just going to show you on Nox, just the manual way to do it. You click on 8-pack, you go into your downloads folder, and then you go into the 8-pack combo file, and you just double click on it. It'll automatically install for you. Now, if you're on your phone, let's say that this is your phone home screen. Once you download the 8-pack onto your phone, you will have a notification up here that says download complete. You want to click on that notification and it'll automatically stage the app to your phone. It's as simple as that. I'm going to put the link to download the 8-pack in my description below. Like I said, if you want to join me in this game, I am on server 3, and when it goes global, I will be making a new account on global. For me, this is just a test run until it goes global. I can learn from my mistakes. I can know what to focus on. If you guys are down, go ahead and join me when this game goes global as well. But today we're going to talk about some rares and elites that you don't want to sleep on that can help you in very early game progression. Now in this game, the starting heroes can get you pretty far. You can just focus on leveling them up just by going through the campaign and the tutorial and everything like that. And really you don't want to look into building any other heroes until you get hard stuck. But what I mean by hard stuck is that your 5 starting heroes, they're at 4 stars, level 80. You haven't focused on gear. You haven't focused on skilling up any abilities at all. Because you want to go as far as you can, get as many summons as you can, summon what you have, and then you base what you want to build at that point. I'll make a video about best epics and maybe best legendaries. I don't know. That's kind of a pay to win thing. Because we all know this is a free to play channel. Alright, first and foremost, the rares and the elites that I think you shouldn't sleep on. This really depends on what you pull in the game. Because early game, you don't have like AoE defenses. The heals are subpar. It's only really like a heal over time. But these heroes can make a difference. Let's talk about Dem. Dem is an attack-based red mark that his first skill can imply inferior severe wound. This is the heal block of 40%. There is an 80% heal block, which is really strong. And depending on where you are and what boss, they do have some self-sustain. So a heal block can help extremely. But that's really not what I mean by using Dem. Dem is awesome with an AoE defense break. It's a 70% chance. But if you have some kind of hero that applies an AoE severe wound, which is the heal block, this reduces their defense to 60% for 2 rounds. That's pretty huge. It's a low percent chance, but depending on what you pull in the game, an AoE defense break for Arena at least can be really huge. And even for PvE. This is a 3-turn cooldown, which is really strong. The Oracle. She is a support green mark. She is a great healer, especially for being rare. If you don't have the opportunity to pull like certain epic and legendary healers, Oracle is a game changer for you, especially if you feel like you can't survive. Most early game progression, you can kind of just nuke down, but there's going to come a point where you're going to need some heals, and Oracle is awesome for that. She has an AoE based heal that's based off of her attack, and it's a 3-turn cooldown. And her first skill has a chance, a low chance, but it has a chance to stun the target as well. And she's a nun, and I mean, look at that, wow. If you didn't know too, you can click on the bottom left, there's a preview button, and you can view all these skills that she has, so it's pretty cool. If you're looking for another healer that's a better rarity, try out Andrew. He's an elite support, and he's a force mark. Force mark is neutral. No strong element, no weak element. But Andrew is really strong, especially if you want a little bit more damage done. His passive heals an ally for 100% of his attack every turn he takes. His second skill deals 300% attack damage, which is really good for an elite, but it's a single target, but it removes 2 layers of buffs randomly. So in certain situations, that's going to be really useful. And his first skill does damage, but it applies a heal over time to the ally who has the lowest HP. You also have to think out the box too, depending on what you can summon. Because when you get to the tower, you need 5 heroes of all the same element. And when you're not pulling heroes of certain elements, these elites can really help. And speaking of tower, you start the game with a blue mark shield user, which is really good. But if you need a green mark for tower, and you need some kind of extra hero or some kind of support, Price is your man. His passive reduces any damage he takes by 15%. He also has a 3-turn cooldown shield for all allies. This also increases his self AP. So if you're running full speed with a lot of HP, this can be really helpful. His first skill just does damage. He's not there for damage, he's real for support. Another force mark user you can use is Sticko. Sticko is really cool because he has a passive 30% crit, so easier to build. But he's not really there to nuke. He's really just to do the AoE defense break of 2 rounds. This is a lower chance, but this is just another hero for the tower. Dem is a little bit better for getting the AoE defense break off, but Sticko is still a good option. But the cool thing about Sticko is his basic attack, and it will apply Feebleness. Feebleness is kind of just a damage increase received by 25%, so the enemy takes more damage. And last on the list is Sopu. Oh man, Sopu. He's a red mark, which I haven't really talked about for healers, but since healers are lacking early game, Sopu is a very good hero to use until you get a certain red mark healer that I'll talk about in a different video. His passive increases its healing effect, and if you add gear that increases the healing effect, it's pretty good. He's a single target healer, however, he has a revive, and you can't really get that early game besides from him. And his single target does heal the lowest HP ally, according to his HP. But that's it for today's video. I just wanted to showcase how to download this game, because a lot of people requested it. Also wanted to showcase some rares and elites that you can use. Now these heroes you can only get up to level 100. So that's why I talk about early game, or at least until you pull some better heroes. If you like this video and like the content, sub, like, ding-a-ding bell. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!